first person. All right, welcome on in, 8 minutes into it. Yeah, and their steering wheels are to the left. It's evening, yeah. There's American football trying to be played in your country, but it's all at Wembley Stadium. So, I guess if you're out in California, the game's at 6 a.m. For you guys, I don't know what time it is. It's like you guys are probably 6 hours ahead. It's around 10:30 a.m. out here. I think maybe like in Ireland, it's like 4:30. Yeah, good. I don't know what time of day it is out by you, Noe. I think you put out a video. I think I tried watching it. Was it a premiere? 4:20, yeah. That's I figured you're 6 hours ahead and be like, yeah, that's Greenland. Yeah. Afternoon. So it's too late for lunch, too early for dinner. In your case, I don't know what you call that. Dunch, dinner. Welcome on in. Wouldn't surprise me if you're the only person who shows up. I've just been doing regular videos. See whether or not you like it. Unless I'm someplace really cool. Hardly anywhere. Ice cream. Kufi. I have no idea what Kufi is. Or Cuffy. No idea. Although if you're vegetarian or vegan, I don't know what you have for ice cream because it's got milk in it. Yeah. The sun is to my left, our left. I'll be on another half hour. I don't know how much longer InfoWars is going to be on for, but I think they live stream. I think it's live stream. A lot of people live streaming. Saffron. Oh, I've been meaning to try saffron. That and Dolce and sea moss. Saffron. It sounds interesting. Saffron. Saffron. Like Teflon. The sun is not on the screen. No, it isn't. Yeah. I'll have to try Kufi. Cuffy. It sounds very interesting. Interesting. Sounds delicious. Almonds. Although, I don't know whether or not I have a peanut allergy. I know I tried peanuts once from Target and it queasy on my stomach. Maybe it's the oils. I don't know if I have a nut allergy. I never bothered diagnosing myself. Goofy. Sounds delish. It's actually cold out today. There's wind chill outside, but as long as it's got no red dye. Red no fun. Yeah, no food dye. No, none of that. We need to have the EU standards on our food out here. I don't like the EU politics, but the food, the quality control on food needs to be EU. Yeah. That needs to be EU. We need to go to the EU standard. Oops. This way. still eat ice cream when it's cold. Even if it's like fall or winter outside, I'll still eat it. I don't care. I'll still eat it. I'm about 2 hours out from the border, the state border. Boy, gotta get out of here. This is a city-controlled state. It's kind of like Geneva. Yeah, how Geneva controls all of Europe. You're like, what? You gotta be kidding me. It's nice and sunny out here, but it's a lot colder than it looks. So, there's that. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Try shooting this on the tripod next time. Yeah, this is the dash. We've got the dashboard angle. I might have to put the camera down here for a second. Let's hear that. Or I can show you here. I'll just show you. Just show you on the screen. This is what is known as a CAT scale. It shows open. That's us. So, all right. Usually I put the phone down for this one, but I'll have it up. Usually I put it down because I don't want them seeing. I don't want them seeing, but they. Let's see. I'm not heavy. Yep. Pre-pass. No, I don't have a pre-pass. So we're about to do a pull-in. Oop. As soon as the ramp comes up. As soon as the ramp comes up. All right. There we go. So I'm about to show you. Oh. This ramp is coming up. Okay. Right. Oh, this road sure could use some work on it. Boom. Sure could use some work. Okay. Now, there might be 2 lanes. Bypass lane, 30 miles an hour. Got to slow it down. Slow it down. 30. Yeah, see, out by you go by kilometers, or you go by miles. So I'll get 2 arrows. We'll see it here. 100-foot intervals. 100-foot intervals. Slow it down. I'll get 2 lights. You see the lights up ahead. There's obey lane signal going over. It's either the left or the right. And we got the left, so we could bypass that. And the ones that need scaling are a bit heavy, go to the right. There's a bypass lane. They got the cranes over there to the right. 30 miles an hour, okay. Can't tell if there's a... is that construction crew? I'm really light. Bay overhead signal. Is there a... Oh, All right, there's a couple state troopers. So that is what we truckers like to call the chicken coop. That is the Catskill. Are you off-roading? Nope. Nope. Yeah, we're almost the same temp. Well, we're like in the mid-50s, but if there's wind chill. So I'm not all that much of a fan. Well, there's no snow or ice, so can't complain too much. Yeah, so there you have it. That is the Kate scale. Because I'm really light. Actually, I'm very light. So there you have it. All right, that is the Cat scale. All right, and state trooper up ahead. Sing to it that nobody bypasses. All right, state trooper. So we're approaching the state capitol, which basically, it's pretty much a quasi-capital. I haven't seen Hunger Games, so I don't know about the whole different districts, but I guess I've been meaning to watch it. The same people in the state capitol are the same people in the city that controls the state. It's hard to explain. It's the same group of people. It's the same people. Not too much of a difference. Be prepared to stop. Yeah, so we're approaching this name only. Route 66. Yeah, if you ever study up on the history of roads, Nobi, where we're on right now is actually the classical or the vintage Route 66. It was before the Highway Act of 1956, which basically made all major, it interstated the country. But Route 66 was the main artery between the capital that runs this state and the biggest city west of the Mississippi. Yeah. Okay. We'll read the chat in a second. Overheating already. It was a weight check. It was a weight check. It was a weight check. Why does it say I'm overheating already? It's cold out. It says that the phone is overheating. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I mean, if the stream dies, it means that the phone overheated. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm getting the overheat message on the phone, so I'm just gonna keep going. That's supposed to be a rest area. They're renovating it, but it is closed. They're renovating it right there to the right. So who knows when the finish date's gonna be. Slow down. Right. I don't know why I'm getting the overheat. It's not even hot out. I'll give the stream another 10 more minutes. Because I don't want to drag this stream out. Well, nobody watches anyway, but yeah, it's like par for the course, I guess, as far as the length. But I do thank you for tuning in, as you always have been, Moby. Whoops, ignore that. That's the lane sensor there. A lot of sensors on this thing. A lot of sensors. All right. Construction, a lot of construction. Hopefully they'll finish that before fall. car left in the SUV. They're probably monitoring for drugs. It's gotta be. They gotta be monitoring that for the drugs. I heard that in London, if you walk from one side of town to the other, you pass by 300 cameras. I bet you it's more than that now. It's more than that. A lot. This is the swamp already. The swamp. This might be the swamp. Yeah, same people who run the, this isn't the state capital, this is a quasi-capital. Oh. 72, go. Yeah, because I figured social media was created by the CIA for us to keep tabs on ourselves, which is working. Yeah, this might be the swamp. Because you can't come to the state capital like this unless you come from the major city. Yeah, there's no, outsiders not welcome. Yeah, they don't, yeah, you got to go to the major city. You got to go, see, maybe one of these days I'll watch Hunger Games. You got to go to the district. The district. By the way, no, I don't know if you watch Sex Flicks or not, or Netflix. There's a new movie out that's wishful thinking. It's called House of Dynamite. And it's how this country's going on the brink of nuclear war. So I'm like, oh, wishful thinking by Hollywood. 72. Nope. Yeah, this is the quasi-capital. Maybe one of these days I'll watch Hunger Games. Yeah, this is the Corn Belt. This is where the rest of the country gets corn, wheat, soy. I'm sure there's a lot of other exports that the state supplies the rest of the country with that the rest of the country can't provide for themselves. Yes. Yeah, corn. Yeah, this is the Corn Belt. This is, well, yeah, and then there's Iowa. So this is like the middle of the Corn Belt. Yep. Yep. Not a farmland. Out where I was at before, if you've heard of the machine company Caterpillar, that's where I was at. Probably should have mentioned that, but yeah, they actually relocated out of here now. They're actually they relocated to where I'm now at. Beans. That is cool beans. 10 more minutes. Yeah, I'll give it 10 more minutes. I think this is the swamp because you by the city in order to come here. So you got to kiss the ring. Real public figure of the, well, I don't know if you call it the conservative movement out there, unless they're called liberals. Oh, I can't think of her name. I'm blanking. Oh, boy. It's my... Okay. I remember that movie. I've watched 28 Days. Yeah, I know that almost feels like lockdowns. 28 Days. Yeah, I remember that series. I watched it in the theater. I remember that. Yep. It's like the Resident Evil type. Resident Evil. Yeah, there's no movies that really interest me. Well, no, there's One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio, or whatever, the dude from Titanic, all right? So it's a follow-up from last year's Civil War, which was a waste of money for me to watch. But I watched out here on YouTube. I paid the $5. Yeah, Civil War, one of the worst movies I've ever watched in decades. And when I watch a movie, I always look into the writers, right? Oh my God! Yeah, bad writing in that movie. So there's the dude from Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's got a movie, One Battle After Another, and it's basically this movie about Antifa. I said, really? I said, they're trying to glamorize it or glorify it. I said, this is stupid. Boy, is it stupid. But they made a movie about it, and, you know, it's pretty retarded, if you ask me. Notice. Click off that notice. Overheating. Oh, well. I don't know what I have to do. It's cold out. It's not overheating. So that's what's going on Sexflix, or Netflix, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm actually wearing, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's based out of where you are. They're called One Kneel. It's an athletic clothing brand. O'Neill, One Kneel. It's like an Irish name, O'Neill, One Kneel, and I'm wearing it right now. It's pretty comfy, actually. But I think they're based out of where you at. So I made sure to buy this before tariffs. But it's comfy for now. Yeah. Yeah. Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Yeah, all the games, the American football games are all played in London. All at Wembley Stadium because it's preferential. They tried one in Dublin and one player got mugged. They'd be like, Ireland. They said this game might remind us of rugby. Oh, I got you. What's up, Brandon? Let's go, Brandon. Have you made any, twice I thank you. Have you made any live streams lately? What's going on, Brandon? You like the thumbnail I used? That fat Jew? Yeah. You can't, yeah, I'll give it another couple minutes. You can't win any election here unless you kiss the ring of Israel. So that Bibi Netanyahu guy is the actual president, and Trump's just the puppet. You know that CIA and Mossad are basically the same agency. They just operate in different countries. Well, sort of. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon Mitchell. I think there's a guy in the Cleveland Cavaliers with the same name. I'm not sure. Somebody Mitchell. Yeah. I haven't seen many any recent videos from you, but welcome on in, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, but in all honesty, you really can't win any election unless you bow to AIPAC. Because otherwise, they'll just out-primary you and be like, damn. So, I will live stream again Election Day in a few weeks, New York. NYC member Culture Club. Yeah, I don't know if she knows what's good for her, she's going to move her sweet ass out of there. But, you know, I know it's a process. Culture Club USA. Yeah. Hey Brandon, it's nice to see InfoWars back on ScrewTube. That's what I'm pre-gaming this one for. Yeah, Cece hasn't been on in a minute. She hasn't been on in a minute. I don't know whether or not she got married and she's on her honeymoon. But if she knows what's good for her, she'll start considering using one of us to move. It's going to be good for business and not in a good way. So my prediction is that a year from now, after whoever, I don't know, I guess Katie Porter gets the governorship and then Katie Hochul, a couple of Katies, win their gubernatorial elections, it's going to be real good for business. Not in a good way. I don't mean that in a good way at all, the last minute. But yeah. Yeah, man. Next Monday. It's, what, in a couple weeks? 2.5 weeks from now, something like that. I don't know. It's going to be coming up soon. Yeah, man. Last minute. But welcome on in, Brandon. Yeah, thanks, Snowy Noble, for checking on in and keeping me company. There was someone else who came in here, but he might have got it censored out. Remember Better Dead Than Red, 1984? Yeah. I don't know whether or not the internet, the social media police got to him or not, but remember that, because I think, is it Tyler Oliver that went over there, and then I guess free speech is all surveillanced. But all right, guys, until next time, I don't know when I'll be on again, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. But thanks for tuning in. All right, I got to watch Alex now. We got to watch InfoWars.